Now I want you to meet one of the nicest people on the whole MGM lot. She's lovely to look at, delightful to know. And it's a pleasure to welcome her here to this Good News program. Virginia Bruce. Virginia appears this evening in a playlet written especially for her by George Oppenheimer called Where There's Smoke. Now, I'm seeing the hotel room. Time. June, where are you?
What is it? Who's there? What's happening?
Where are those confounded lights? Oh, here they are.
Tom, Anthony, what are you doing in my room?
There's nothing personal about it.
Get out, do you hear?
Very well, if that's the way you feel about it.
How dare you break in here?
I didn't break in. The door was unlocked. It might interest you to know, June.
Nothing you could say would interest me.
Well, if that's how you're going to behave, I was just about to tell
you... Will you get out or must I ring for the manager?
I don't think they'll answer.
What do you mean?
They're all out watching the fire.
Fire? What fire?
Oh, just a fire. The hotel's burning.
The hotel? Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Because you were very rude to me.
Oh, this is terrible. Now, turn you back while I put something on.
June, this is no time for modesty.
Oh, where are my shoes? No, don't you look. I'll find them.
I was only trying to be helpful.
Turn around.
All right, if you insist.
Oh, it's getting hot. I can feel it.
That's your imagination. The fire's only up to the 3rd floor. This is the 5th.
Oh, quick, come on, open the door. Oh, what's the matter?
It won't open.
Nonsense, let me try.
I guess I know when a door's stuck.
Oh, what are we going to do? Pound on the door.
I'm afraid everybody's gone.
The window.
Were you thinking of flying down 5 flights?
How can you stand there so calmly? Do something.
All right, what do you suggest?
Anything.
Well, I might recite something. The boys stood on the burning deck.
Have you gone crazy? What are you so smug about? You act as though you wanted to be burned to death.
Doesn't matter. One way's as good as another.
What are you talking about?
I told you once tonight, if you wouldn't marry me, nothing mattered. At least we'll die together.
But I don't want to die. I'm too young to die.
Oh, come now. You're all of 26.
I'm 22.
Will you settle for 24?
There you go again, insulting me. Get out of my room.
Aren't you overlooking a little detail?
What detail?
We're both trying to get out of your room.
Oh, the fire. What are we going to do?
Well, you asked me that before, don't you remember? I had no suggestion whatsoever.
Oh, Tom, don't let me burn.
There, darling. We must be brave.
I don't want to be brave. I want to be saved.
Remember, June, in a moment of crisis like this, one must be brave and honest. This may be your last chance to tell the truth.
Oh.
Why did you refuse to marry me tonight?
I don't like to.
June, how can you tell a lie on the very brink of eternity?
Stop talking.
Come on, June, the truth. Now, why did you refuse?
Because I loved you.
Well, now we're getting someplace. Doesn't make sense, but at least it's progress.
Tom, it's getting hotter and hotter. Please do something.
Don't change the subject. If you love me, why don't you marry me?
Well, how can I marry you if we're going to get burned down with the hotel?
Don't quibble. You refuse to marry me tonight. Now, why?
Because you tried to bully me into it. You just grabbed me and kissed me. You took me for granted.
Oh, so that's... Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
No, but Tom...
Well, you should be, turning down a brilliant opportunity like that just out of pique. Now, come here.
What are you going to do?
What do you think?
Oh, Tom.
June, look, if by some miracle we should get out of this, I mean alive, will you marry me tomorrow?
Yes.
You swear it?
Yes, darling.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
But how can we get out?
I don't know. I only said if. Miss Burroughs.
Oh, Tom, there's somebody there. We're saved. Oh, please, somebody, let us out.
Why, Miss Burroughs, this door must have been locked from the inside.
Inside? But where's the fire?
Well, the manager asked me to tell the guests that someone put in a false alarm.
A false alarm?
Yes, miss. I trust you weren't too upset. Good night.
Tom, Anthony, did you lock that door?
Yes, darling.
You would have let me burn to death.
No, darling.
Yes, you would have, you pyromaniac.
Oh, no, darling.
What do you mean, no? You didn't know it was a false alarm.
Didn't I?
You.
Yes, dear.
Oh!
Now, you mustn't get excited. Remember, you're getting married tomorrow.
I'll get even with you, Tom Anthony. I'll get even with you if it takes the rest of our married life.
You were great, Virginia, but don't you feel just a little exhausted after all that excitement?
Oh, I certainly do, Bob.
Well, we can fix that. A little cup of coffee is just the thing. Look, you know Ted, don't you?
Oh, I think so. He talks about Maxwell's coffee, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's been known to. All right, Ted. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. Miss Bruce, Mr. Pierce.
How do you do, Miss Bruce? Miss Bruce, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Do you mind?
Well, not at all.
That's fine. You know, on our Good News show a few weeks ago, I talked to Mrs. Edwards, who runs the commissary on the lot. And she told me that your favorite luncheon was a chicken salad and a baked apple.
And coffee.
And coffee. Miss Bruce, I know what kind of coffee you drink on the lot because Maxwell House is the official coffee at the commissary. Has that friendly stimulation, never lets you down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Robert Taylor running a one-man newspaper and bringing you one news item, Flash. Next week's Good News program will receive a visit from that celebrated Jell-O salesman, Jack Benny. End Flash. But now we take you again to that little dressing room in a corner of Stage 30 where we find Fanny Brice and her maid Musette. We know Fanny is in her usual gay spirits as we hear her humming...
Oh, the deep doodle went to town, riding on a pony. I'm in the mood for love. Oh, Musette.
Yes, it's Brice.
Remember, Musette, tonight I'm into nobody, positively not a soul, unless it's a man. Quick, Musette, see who's there.
Frank Morgan.
Yes, certainly it's Frank Morgan. At least I know it was when I knocked. I hope you're letting in the right man.
Well, Mr. Morgan, it's giving me the quickening of the pulse to see your smiling face grouped around me.
Well, I just thought I'd drop in and tell you how good you were in your picture Everybody Sing. I saw it the other night, and I was surprised to hear you sing so nicely.
Oh, it was nothing at all. Of course, I'm used to singing the more serious type of music, the opera.
Yes.
Ah, the opera.
Yes.
You should have heard me sing the part of Stevedore in Carmen.
Stevedore? You mean the Matador?
Stevedore, Matador. What's the difference so long as you're throwing the bull?
But you know, Miss Brice, I've always said to myself, Frank, I always call myself Frank when I speak of it. That's my maiden name. I said, Frank, you've just got to play a love scene with Fanny Brice.
Now, isn't that a coincidence? I've been saying to myself the same thing.
Yeah, well, you know, I've watched you do those love scenes with all the great screen lovers except me, and
Well, I didn't think you was exactly my type.
Oh.
You know, I like more the outdoor rugged kind of man.
Oh, well, I'm a little rugged in spots. I mean, I will be. I've been taking athletic lessons by mail.
You look just the same to me.
I know. Well, I don't get the muscles till the next letter. But, you know, I really should make a great lover. I used to be a whiz at post office.
And now you're in the red letter department. To be a great lover, you must be a man with sensitive emotions.
Yes.
1 minute you're hot.
Yes.
The next minute you're cold.
Yes.
You know, like a janitor.
Yeah, well, I get chilblains and hot flashes once in a while. Would that help?
You know something, Mr. Morgan?
Yeah.
Suddenly, as I'm standing here looking at you,
Yeah.
flashes across my mind a thought.
Yeah.
You know, you appeal to me.
Oh.
Will you try out a love scene with me? And you can crush me in your arms, but good. And you can kiss me again and again.
I'd kiss you well, I hope my mustache doesn't bother you.
It'll tickle me to death. Wait, I must have music to get me in the mood. If you could only sing.
Oh, is that all there is to it? Just singing a love song?
Of course, you must have that certain technique, you know.
Well, maybe like this. Listen. You appeal to me. Because when I see you, I get that old feeling that's pretty good so far, isn't it? Like music to Meredith, Willson, like hot dogs to a racetrack, like, just like something or other. You're indispensable. How am I doing? You appeal to me. Because you appeal, yes, you appeal, I'm getting into a rut here. Like Mammy to Al Jolson. Like buzzing to a bee, like Maxwell House coffee 2, 3, 4, 1, you appeal to me. How's that?
Well, it was better than wonderful. It was mediocre. You know, I think I'll take a crack at that song.
Yeah?
You appeal to me. Because you don't look like a dog, but you look real to me. Like Mickey Mouse to Minnie, like Campton to the Lily, like sauerkraut to a Winnie. You're just a glamour man. You appeal to me because you're just a guy that don't look like a hill to me. Like Amos goes with Andy, like Clement goes with tea, like Jimmy Stewart, Clark Gable, Robert Taylor, and a few others too numerous to mention. You appeal to me.
There's no denying.
You appeal to me.